Joe is back and he is better than ever. Let's just do a little tiny recap of season 2. Joe did a lot of fucked up shit season 1. He thought he could get away with it. He was chilling, blah blah whatever. Then Candace pops up into his life. Candace, his ex, the one that he thought he killed, but you know, she's back from the dead. And Joe is just like, what? I need to go somewhere. I need to leave. Because Candace is not going to stop. Candace is a bad bitch. And Candace is going to take him down for what he did. Which, as she should, sis. As you should. And he decides to go to California. Where he starts working in this hippie-ass place. He tries to become a better person. He moves into these apartments, tries to blend in, and he meets Delilah and Ellie. And Delilah is the baddest bitch of this season. And Ellie's her little sister, and she's going through a little phase of, fuck whatever you say, Delilah, I'm gonna do whatever I want. And there's just, you know, Delilah's basically raising Ellie. Thing is, this girl comes at Joe's job. Her name is Love, ironically. They meet and Joe is like, oh shit, I'm not gonna do this again. He doesn't want to do this again. He doesn't want to fall in love with her, but Love is making it so hard for Joe because Love is throwing herself at Joe, literally. Thirsty AF. She does not care. She wants Joe's okay? That's what she wants. And Joe is just like, you know, I need to be a better person. I need to not do this. But he still does it anyway. Love has a brother named 40. 40 is just like, he's a mess, you know, he really is a mess. Thing is, Joe took someone's identity and Joe is now named Will, and the real Will is locked in Joe's cage. Super casual, no violence at all. The real Will is trying to help Joe out. Like, it's just they're buddies, okay? They're cage buddies. Joe comes, feeds him. There is no type of violence until we find out that the real Will is being chased down by this Jasper guy who looks really lovely and really friendly, but in reality is just like a big thug, okay? And Joe is like, oh shit, like someone's, you know, trying to come at me. And then Will tells him that he owes him money, and it's hella fucking money. But this Jasper dude is not friendly at all. He cuts Joe's finger off. I don't remember which finger it was, but it's very, you know, triggers Joe. And this is the first person Joe kills in this season. Poor Jasper, bye-bye. The other character that really, you know, is very involved in this season is Henderson. Henderson's just a celebrity, comedian, whatever the hell he was, and he's just everywhere. And the thing is, Ellie, the little sister of Delilah, Joe kind of grows like a little dad. He's like Ellie's little dad, because Joe wants to take care of her and wants to look after her, but Ellie is just not. So of course Joe is gonna try to do something about it, and he does this thing where he kind of like hacks her phone and he can see everything. So he's seeing that Henderson is kind of like a little pedophile because Delilah went through it with Henderson. So long story short, Henderson was trying to make a move on Ellie. That is not okay. Joe, Daddy Joe, comes to the rescue, and this is the second person Joe kills in this season, which I think is a big blow up because Joe killed hella people the first season, but he only killed 2 people this season. Come on now, like, Joe is trying to be a better man. Ellie's highly upset, and Delilah is even more upset, but the thing is, Joe gives Delilah proof that he's a pedophile, that Henderson was a pedophile. So the thing is, Delilah starts snooping on, you know, Henderson and trying to find proof so people can see that he was a pedophile. Ellie's upset because Ellie swears that Henderson was her friend, but come on, it's a grown ass dude, Ellie. You should know better, but whatever, shit happens. Joe kind of says fuck it and starts his relationship with Love. They're very cringe, to be honest. I root more for Beck and Joe. I miss Beck, okay? And they're just fine, awesome, dandy. But then Candace comes back. Candace finds Joe, and Candace is dating Love's brother, 40. But it's time for Joe to meet Love's fucked up parents. They're just 2 big hippies and they're like, you know, let's smoke. They're just very chill people. They're fucked up people on the low, but they want to show everyone that they're nice people, but it's not like that. So of course, Joe with his charm, the parents are liking Joe, but they always have issues with 40's choice of girls. They're not really liking Candace. They're getting this iffy feeling from Candace. 40 just needs that confirmation from his parents and just that approval. He needs it. He feeds off of it, and it's just not happening. And you know, 40 is like this little fragile thing that just needs all the love, if that makes sense. And Joe's just trying to help out and whatever, but Candace gets caught in a lie with Love. Love hires a private investigator to investigate Candace. Joe, he actually lets Will go. Before, he wouldn't have done that. I really thought he was gonna kill Will, but the thing is, bye Will, go be with your fiance in the Philippines, wherever he went. And Joe, he's really showing that he's a good person now. Candace gets caught by Love, and Candace tells Love the whole truth about Joe, about Beck, about everything that happened in season 1, about how Joe tried to kill her. And Love, you know, throughout the whole show, you just know there's something wrong with Love, but you just can't put your finger on it. Love is just this positive little bubble with positive friends, and she loves baking and she loves cooking, and it's just like she can't hurt a fly. That's how she seems like. Love is kind of like, you know, she doesn't freak the fuck out. She just gets upset that Joe lied about who he was, and Joe is actually Joe and not Will. So when Joe comes, of course he tries to twist everything and kind of put the blame on Candace, and it worked. But like I said, Love is only upset at the fact that he lied about who he was, not anything else. So they break up, and Love is just hopping onto a new guy, and Joe is just so upset. And Joe is trying to, like, you know, he's like, wow, he's really trying to contain himself. He's not trying to kill her new boo. She just has a new boo, and she's all lovey-dovey with the new boo, and you're like, what the hell? The new boo, his best friend, was Love's ex-husband who died, and it's just all messed up. Love, what the hell are you doing? Joe starts kind of like flirting with Delilah, and I really rooted for Delilah and Joe. He kind of moves on a little, and the typical shit happens when you move on. They want to come back to you, so Love breaks up with the guy. Love wants Joe back. But while all this shit is happening, 40's trying to write a book about the shit that happened with Beck. 40 is not gonna let Joe go, and basically locks him in a room, and you cannot fucking leave Joe. And he gave him drugs. He gave him, if I'm not mistaken, LSD, but like hella LSD. And Joe is, you know, fucked up in the head. He starts hallucinating. Joe locked up Delilah in a cage because Delilah kept snooping. If only she wouldn't have been snooping, nothing would have happened. So Joe had to lock up Delilah in the cage. He agreed to let her go the next day, so he was gonna zoom out. He was gonna like, let's go, I'm going, I'm leaving, this can't happen again. And of course, the same night that all that happens, he gets locked in a room. He takes LSD without knowing because of 40. Comes, and Love is like, I just want to be with you, blah, 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 blah. Then they agree to leave together, and everything's okay, right? But come to find out, Delilah is dead. And Joe can't remember anything because he was tripping off LSD, and he doesn't know what the hell happened. But this is where everything just comes together. Love is a crazy bitch. Let's just say that Love is literally the female version of Joe. The perfect match. They're soulmates. But the problem is that Joe doesn't want to be like that anymore. So if he doesn't want to be like that anymore, he can't be with Love. That just doesn't make any sense. Joe is convinced that he killed Delilah and that he's just messed up in the head because of like his fucked up childhood, because his mom was basically a hoe and his mom would leave the poor kid alone and just be with other guys, but she would get physically abused by her own husband and all of that. Growing up, Joe saw all of that, and we think like, okay, he's messed up in the head because of that. He accidentally shot his father because his father was beating on his mom. So, you know, he's just convinced that he's a messed up person and that he killed Delilah. But come to find out, Candace finds Delilah. She calls Love. Joe gets locked up in the cage. Love comes. And Love shows her true colors. Love kills Candace. This bitch went full on psycho. Kills Candace. And we find out that she was the one that killed Delilah. And that she knew all along who Joe was. And all the things he's done. And she knew everything. She knew everything. She read the book about Beck. She knew. She did not think Beck was all that. She thought Beck was basic. She went full on crazy. And you would think, damn, I finally found a person who understands me, because she is just like me. And Joe has the audacity to not want that for himself. This is why men are not shit. Like, you just find out she is just like you, and he doesn't fucking want it. He doesn't want it, and it's just crazy. But of course, he, like I said, he wants to be a better person. So, of course, if he's trying to be a better person, he cannot be with Love. So he's being very conflicted right now. She pulled a Joe on Joe, and Joe just doesn't know what the hell to do. Joe tries to like get Love to get him out of the cage, and he wants to kill her. He wants to kill her. And she tells him that she is pregnant with his baby. As Joe gets out, Love doesn't really trust him. They go to this wedding. But behind the scenes, 40 is convinced that Joe is the actual killer of Beck and all that stuff, and Joe is no good for his sister. He doesn't know that his sister, let's go back, because I keep remembering shit. When 40 was younger, I guess the babysitter, I never really caught like what she was. She used to basically try to molest 40, and 40 was convinced that he killed the girl because of what happened. The cops try to cover it up, saying that the girl committed suicide, but in reality, Love was the one that killed the girl. So ever since she was younger, her and Joe have this thing in common where they killed when they were young. 40 doesn't know about his fucked up sister, and he doesn't know shit. He's just convinced that Joe, no bueno, but in reality, they're the perfect match for each other. And 40 wants to confront Joe and Love is like, don't worry, I got this, and blah blah blah. But no, she doesn't got it. But comes to find out that Delilah had her little, you know, her fuck buddy who was a cop, and the cop was low-key watching Joe. Yeah, he was low-key watching Joe. And the thing is, 40, they all come to the place. Ellie was there too. Joe tells Ellie, like, you know, go somewhere else, I'll help you out, your sister's gone. He tries to pin it on 40's family and Love's family, and Ellie kind of believes him, but she's like, you know, I'm only 15, what the hell am I gonna do? So Ellie just kind of, Joe is like, go here and I'll give you money, and just leave, and Ellie disappears. They're all in this situation, and they're all in the room, and 40's getting worked up. Love is like, oh my god, don't kill him, he's the father of my baby. And Joe is like freaking out, and he's ready to die. He's ready to die. So when 40 was about to poop him, the fuck buddy came, the cop, Delilah's fuck buddy, poop, and killed 40. Bye bye 40. So 40 dies, Delilah's dead. I'm at this point, I'm just like, what the it hurt me. It really hurt my heart that Delilah had to die and that 40 had to die. Joe decides to stay with Love. They move, and then at the end, they're in this house. She's very pregnant. He is just like, you know, maybe this is what I need. He's very in love with the fact that he's gonna have a daughter and he's gonna have someone to take care of. But then at the end, he's looking through this gate like the little perv that he is, and it makes it seem like he's gonna do it all over again with some other girl. And you might think like, damn, he found the perfect person, they're gonna have a baby, and he's still not satisfied because it makes it seem like he's gonna do it with this other girl. But here is where I just want thoughts and opinions. And as I was watching it, I'm just like, are you serious? So are you telling me that the third season is just gonna be the same thing over and over again, but now he has a crazy ass significant other and a kid is in the picture, but he's not satisfied and he's gonna start doing it with someone else? But one of my coworkers told me, what if that is Joe's mom? At one point in the show, I think someone asked Joe like about the mom, and we don't know if she's alive or dead. Like, she left and never came back, and that's when Joe went to foster care, but we don't know if she's dead. And what if in the third season, that's it, Joe is watching his mom so they can reconnect? But then again, I've been thinking, what if that's not even Joe's baby? Like, this Joe that she's crazy, and what if she just told him that it was his so he can stay in her life? And what the hell happened with Ellie? Like, they never showed Ellie again. They just showed Ellie sending something to Joe, like kind of letting him know that she's okay and that she needs more money, but they don't show Ellie anymore. Who the hell is Ellie with? Because the dad is dead, and the mom, I don't remember what happened with their mom. Delilah's dead. It went to shit. Like, everything kind of really went to shit. Candace is dead now, so Joe is never really gonna get caught. Candace was the only person that really knew and could prove everything that Joe did, but she's dead now. So it's kind of like, but the guy that they had pinned on the first season, 40 went to visit him in jail, and he was just like, you know, this is the guy that did everything. They framed you, and the guy is just like, you know, whatever, shit happens, let it go. But what if the guy finally speaks out? And, you know, it's just crazy. This show had me hella messed up. Hella messed up. I can't wait for season 3. I cannot wait at all. I just want everyone's thoughts and opinions. Let's talk about it, okay? I hope everyone had a great New Year's Eve. Happy New Year to everyone. Happy holidays. Like always, thank you for watching this video. And leave your, you know, leave comments on your thoughts, opinions. Start a conversation. If you don't want to leave a comment, that's fine. Thank you for supporting me. Whoever does and whoever doesn't, that's fine. Bye.